And it's very easy to get into a situation where your team doesn't talk with you, doesn't share with you, isn't willing to open up with you. And the purpose of giving feedback and having dialogue, as we're going to teach you, is to create a little bit more nuance, to have a little bit more of a relationship so it doesn't feel like work all the time. Everybody talks about accountability. You'll almost never find an organization where accountability isn't one of its core values in some form or another. But when you ask people, well, is accountability happening? Then you start to get some funny looks. People say, well, not really. So it's a core value. It's what we aspire to, but it's not how we show up. Why? It's because we don't know how to have the conversations to get people on track with accountability, with personal ownership. The accountability dial is a tool for how you as a manager and how your organization can bridge that gap between our stated values, our aspirations, how we want to be, and how it is today. So we have a method, whether you're talking with someone who's more junior than you, whether you're talking with a peer, or you're talking to somebody more senior in the organization, that everybody has a common language and a method for how can we talk about the things that aren't our best. How can we talk about the things that we're seeing where we know it should be different, but we don't exactly know how yet? That's what the accountability dial is for, to help you bridge that gap. One of the things that I have to remind people of is I'm also a manager. I'm also a people leader. I do this every day in my own organization. And the reason why I created this work, the reason why I wrote the book, is because I realized I wasn't all that good at it. And I was really passionate, I am really passionate about personal growth, about spiritual growth, about making work a better place. That's near and dear. That's what I spend my life doing. But that doesn't mean I was an expert at giving feedback and being a coach to my employees my whole life. I wasn't. What happened for me was I realized that I was trying to do too much too soon. I was trying to have feedback conversations. I was trying to coach people, but I was having what in hindsight turned out to be conversations with way too much going on. I was trying to accomplish way too much in a really short period of time. So what I realized I needed a method. So I didn't ever have to go to somebody and say, hey, I've got this feedback for you. I want to have a conversation. Can you step into my office, please? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be on either side of that conversation, not my employees and not me.